Welcome. This is Dad Mentality. I am Rodney Glover. I'm your host. So we're going to tell you a little bit about ourselves. So that's all. You'll definitely learn more about us as this podcast goes on. I'm grateful that I'm excited about it. I'm excited about what we're getting ready to get into and what we're going to start. The thing is, I've been blessed with a lot of friends that all are great men and dads. But I found that we don't talk to each other enough.
There is a difference between being a good man and being good at being a man.
He was about all these motorcycles, all these cars, everything I can think of,
I wouldn't change a thing. Like some things you look at, be like, wow. But honestly, man, I wouldn't change it. We experience, and those things, ultimately make us who we are. That's what I believe. Like.
Hello. It's your boy Beast One. Welcome to Dad Mentality Podcast. We're here with another great week, another great show for y'all. We, of course, I don't do this by myself. Last week we had our first live show. Had a great response. I'm glad that we may be doing some more live stuff, events later on, that people can join us and put this stuff in. But, thank God he's back, my man, Coach. How you doing, sir? How you doing today?
I'm doing good, man. How y'all doing today, man? Hanging in there?
Man, living life, man. Happy Ron Rivera firing day. You know what I'm saying? It's a happy day. I woke up happy, went through happy. But, of course, I got to introduce my man, Matty Ice Cold Crypto, the diversified hustler. How you doing today, sir?
Hey, doing pretty good, man. Pretty good about y'all, man. Happy to be here today.
Man, good. Like I said, today was what they call it. I forgot what they call it. Monday Madness, when you knew all the coaches were getting fired from the NFL that didn't do good, and I was sitting there waiting for my phone, looking at my phone, waiting for Ron Rivera to go. Now, I think my money is they're gonna make Eric Bieniemy the new head coach. I think that deal was stricken. Even that was the whole reason why he came here.
Yeah,
even before it was sold. I think so.
I don't think he would have came here. Well, I'm saying the ownership wasn't here yet, though. That's the only thing that makes that not
But
sure.
Sean Payton let the secret go, saying that the ownership before they took over were talking to coaches because they tried to get him before Eric Bieniemy. They tried to get him to come here. And told him when they took over that he would be the next head coach. He said that on the record. So that let me know right there that they was out there shopping for the coach before it even happened. So, that's why I believe Eric. That's why I believe Eric came here for that too.
Yeah, but I mean, he's still supposed to perform last year.
Perform what? This year?
In the offense, yeah. I mean, the offense. Too.
It was a lot of bad things. You know what I'm saying?
Here's the thing, y'all Redskins fans, old Commanders fans.
They get hyped about They're getting ready to destroy the whole team, so it don't matter. They're gonna start from the beginning.
They gotta blow that thing up. I don't know.
Yeah, they already let go all their high-paying defensive players. They're gonna destroy that whole thing. They're good. They was good with the four and whatever we was this year. Does that gave us what, number 3? I think with the number 3 pick or some crap like that. Number 2. Yeah, even better. Shoot, they size. They're gonna pick up a quarterback. They're gonna have the owner they want. They're gonna get a GM. I'm sure they're gonna already talk to them too. So, but anyway, we'll see. That's just my personal speculation about that. But I was happy everywhere I went today. When I walked in, I said "Happy Ron Rivera firing day" to everyone, and I don't usually. I'm not saying that, everybody know these coaches are going to end up somewhere and still make millions of dollars. Once you become a head coach, you're going to find a job. So. But anyway, I'm just glad he's not our coach. So, but let's move into our mental health check-ins, fellas. Talk about how everybody's doing, how y'all feeling. Coach, we're gonna go ahead and let you start since you weren't here last week. And tell us how everything been, man.
Yeah, I mean, over the last 2 weeks, I mean, things have been good, man. You know what I'm saying? I did make that trip that we had talked about down to, to see the Falcons and the Colts. So,
okay.
I mean, I was able to go see two former players of mine play each other, in the NFL game. So, I'm saying? That was an outstanding experience. Southwest Airlines almost sold it again, though, because they started delaying flights Christmas again like they do every single year. But I was able to jump on another flight, get back home in time for the whole pajama thing with the family, so I didn't miss out on anything. You know what I mean? Then Christmas was pretty wonderful, you know what I'm saying? Kind of light, you know what I'm saying? Had family over, immediate family, really, you know what I'm saying? And did brunch, and that was pretty much the day, you know what I mean? The kids are getting older. I really only got one, Jackson, who's 7, that's really in the toys, big time toys. So, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of, you know what I'm saying, getting to the point where they know what they want, they get what they get, and they appreciate what they got. You know what I mean? And that's really it. Might be transitioning soon over to maybe memories more so gifts, you know what I'm saying, in the future Christmases. So then moved on to
memories.
Just creating like life memories, like go on vacations or stuff like that. Stuff that doesn't result in it doesn't result in a actual physical gift, but time spent together. You know what I mean? Stuff that they'll never forget. Because y'all know they're gonna forget the clothes that they got. They're gonna forget the toys that they got. They may get a special gift here and there. You know what I mean? But when in reality, like this, I'll be straight up with you. Watch this, Matt. There's one Christmas gift that I clearly remember, and Rodney can tell you what that gift is.
G.I. Joe aircraft carrier.
That's the only gift as a kid that I clearly remember.
That's the only gift I remember that we got. Because when he got it, we got it. I was like, yo.
Right, exactly. So it's just a matter of switching over to, you know what I'm saying, those memories, traveling, you know what I'm saying, maybe doing events together during the holiday season and so forth. So that's what me and the wife been discussing. Going into the new year was, you know what I'm saying, great. You know what I'm saying? Didn't do much. The boy had to work, you know what I'm saying, till 1 a.m. So I pretty much couldn't do anything until I had to go pick him up, right? So by the time I got home and I was tired, went to bed. Went on a quick trip to Atlanta. That went well. So, you know what I'm saying? All in all, I say I'm about an 8.5, you know what I'm saying, over the last 2 weeks, man. It's been a really good 2 weeks. So
okay.
Yep.
All right. Glad to hear that, man. Glad to hear that. I'm gonna go ahead and go next. So previously 2 weeks ago, I talked about I'm in a low point in my life. I know we're going to get into some of the other topics, Vance. I know something you want to talk about that I'll bring up some of the things I'm doing different this year. But right now, because of the last 2 weeks, Christmas was good. New Year's was okay, but me, even though my life is a little bit struggling right now, I've kind of decided to be positive no matter what and not let the circumstances dictate how I feel. So my number's a lot higher this week. I'm not going to still give it a 8 or anything like that. So I'm going to say I'm about a 7.2. Because I still have things that I need to take care of that's going to take time to take care of. My job turned around, though. I had a lot of issues with my job. And I kind of went out on a limb and made a request for my job to get a specific boss because my boss that I had now was getting a promotion. And I told him, I was like, this is the person I want to work with and for. And I knew whenever you do something like that, you kind of put a target on your back. And I knew that would do that, but it was the best thing I could ever do because the dude I'm working for now motivates me. I'm happy to work for him. I'm happy to be a part of that team. I'm happy to, it really changed that work dynamic that I was having issues around in that day. And just meeting with him, talking with him, and doing those things. So I'm excited about that work. I'm excited about getting back to where I was. I'm in sales. I lost 2 of my largest customers. So I'm ready to get back to where I was in sales, because if I don't put food on the truck, I don't make no money. So around Christmas time, you find out you losing money. You know what I'm saying? That giant hurts your emotions, brother. But I'm excited to get back. So that's good. And I got some personal things that I'm dealing with that I'm trying to move forward and get those things rectified. But other than that, the kids had a great time for Christmas. Everybody got what they wanted. Everybody enjoyed it. And it was a good time. So everybody, did their thing. They had a good time. So, like I said, 7.2. That's my score. Daddy Ice.
Good stuff.
I'm gonna say I'm probably about a 7 this week. Today, just not feeling good physically, you know what I mean, a little under the weather, and just over the week, just making some decisions, man, trying to get some things in order for the new year. So, I can say stress, but some things, you know what I mean, just weighing on your mind about stuff I need to do or this, that, and the other. So, not been the best this week, so I'm gonna say about a 7, man. But all is where everybody's healthy and on that front. So, what I'm saying, if we still alive and healthy, man, got another day, so it ain't too bad. But about a 7 this week, man.
Okay. All right. So before we get into our topics and stuff, I do want to bring up something. Thank Matty Ice right now for when he first came on here and talked to us about Bitcoin. We judged him. He told us to put $10 in a week into Bitcoin and see where you are at the end of the year. I did so. I ended up, of course, being up and making way more money than I would have made in any kind of bank account or anything like that. So, I got to give him his respect for that. I challenge for a new coin this year, but you got to teach me how to do the wallet and everything, because I'm illiterate when it comes to that. I know Coach is already looking into stuff and working on it, but
I figured out that wallet. I figured out everything after talking about last week. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
hey.
I ended up having around, I think it was $689 or something like that. I rounded it up to $700, and I'm going to live donate it to the Boys of Hope. It's called the Kenya Street Boys. So I don't know if people can see it, but I'm just going to bring up on my phone. Make sure you don't see my personal stuff. Doesn't look like you can see that on there. Well, anyway,
nope.
There we go. If I get close enough, maybe. All right. Well, anyway, I'm donating to Elevate Church under Dad Mentality. I'm donating at $700, and I am hitting submit right now. And now it says you have successfully donated $700 to the Katali Street Boys. I'll take a screenshot of it and put it on our website. And the Boys of Hope, we did an episode about them where Eric Dorsey came on in and talked about his journey and travel going in and doing that. So I said to him then that I would donate at the end of the year, and I stuck to that, and I donated all the funds at the end of the year to that, which is a great cause. If you want to donate to them, just go to Elevate Church VA. You can donate whatever you want. Just go under the sub go into missions, and then the sub mission will have the Katali Street Boys on there, and donate whatever you choose. So, but thank you, Matt, for that. I'm glad to be able to donate that money in our team's name, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody who did do that challenge with me. I had a whole group of friends that was doing it every week and reminding me if I forgot, and I would send mine if they did, if they forgot or whatever. So it was good times, and I know some other people, they got that same money in their account somewhere. I don't know what they did with it, but that's that. I ain't gonna lie though, I did take some of my personal money and buy more Bitcoin back after I sold my Bitcoin. So, just to leave the money in there and see what's going to happen, because you say even this year it should go up more. So I remember that.
Yeah,
So
it actually spiked up today. If you would have waited,
yeah,
to sell
it jumped.
probably,
It jumped. Yeah, it jumped to what?
47,
48?
Yeah, it probably would have got up to that 700 on his own.
Yeah. But I took it out when it was. I think I took it out last week, but I was waiting to do it on here to do it live. So anyway, let's get ready and jump into these topics. So we're gonna go ahead and start with Coach with Money Matters. Hold on, I got some intros here, so we're gonna go ahead and try this out real quick.
When am I gonna get my money, Franklin?
What money? Oh, wait a minute. You talking about the money? The money that I owe you. I'm gonna pay you, man. Look at me, man. You know I'm gonna pay you. And I got your phone calls when you call. Every time you call, I try to call. Somebody stole my phone. Stole my goddamn phone. Can you believe that shit?
There you go. All right. I'm working on it.
Good stuff. Hey, look, man. So, I mean, money matters the topic. To the course. I mean, we starting off the New Year's resolutions, right? So, I mean, we're going to get a little bit off topic on money matters, but I'm going to tie it back to your money, right? So, let me ask y'all something. When you hear New Year's resolution, the first thing you think of is what? What do people do for New Year? Gym.
Go work out.
Go work out. Get it health, right? Get in shape. What else y'all think of?
Changing your diet.
Obviously, y'all ain't.
Yeah, trying to quit something. Like a bad habit, drinking, smoking, something like that.
Yeah,
nobody's saying those are bad habits.
Ain't nobody saying the habits are bad, but you trying to change something. You know what I'm saying? Something that you don't like, right? So bad habit or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or like you said, gym, eating better, whatever else.
Just trying to do something different this year.
Right. You know what I mean? And I know in the past we've talked a lot about, you know what I'm saying, this mental health and self-awareness and self-improvement and so forth. But I wanna talk about something like, how about learn a new skill set?
Okay. That's interesting.
How about that be a New Year's resolution, right? You know what I mean? And it can be enhancing maybe a skill set you got, like Matty Ice going out there and learning something about a different way of crypto, making money with crypto. Or it could be Rodney going out there and actually getting his handgun license like he said he was going to get.
I got my handgun license.
Oh, good stuff.
I don't have my conceal.
You're concealed. Right. Yeah. Going out getting the conceal license. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or going out, you know what I'm saying? And guess what? This year, my New Year's resolution was, last year, my New Year's resolution was get the concealed carry, which I got, right? And this year is everything that I'm doing. Of course, I got the health thing going, and that's all sidebar stuff. But most of those things end up fading out when you get into February and March. But in order to, you know what I'm saying, kind of just do a self-improvement thing, find something that you guys have not completed in your life and let that be your New Year's resolution, that new skill set. So like this year, my New Year's resolution is going to be, hey, I want to actually looking to get my appraiser license to be an appraiser.
Okay.
Right? You know what I mean? And guess what? I got a full-time job. I'm not looking for, you know what I'm saying? But just from a skill set standpoint, I want to enhance enhance something different. And let that be a goal for your 24 year, right? Whatever it is, you know what I mean? Yeah. Or maybe you want to start a new business. Maybe you want to just learn Spanish.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? And the reason I make these suggestions is that when you start learning new skill sets, then you can start putting your skill sets to work to make money.
Okay.
Right? Then it becomes now you start triggering other ideas that trigger, you know what I'm saying, supplemental income. It could trigger a new, you know what I'm saying, source of income, new line of credit, new line of whatever. I lost the words, but it can trigger all that stuff for you just by learning a brand new skill set. And oftentimes people just want to change what they ain't doing right, or they want to try to correct the budget. They want to try to correct, you know what I'm saying, their health, correct their eating habits. But how about you spend 10 days reading, you know what I'm saying, non-fictional stuff and learning something that's going to bring you a new skill set for this particular. That will tie back into your money. You know what I mean? Really, really quick. A lot quicker than what most people understand. Because guess what? If I go out there and I learn how to speak Spanish, I've opened a different world for real estate. I've opened up a whole different world for what the world can use me for, right? I've expanded my talent. You know what I mean? If I could coach in Spanish, think about how many more people I could coach.
There you go. Okay.
You know what I mean? So it's those things that's kind of like it's like, man, you know what I'm saying? Don't think of these New Year's resolutions that just correcting your money or correcting your spending habits. Yes, those are great if they're already off. But when you get to the level that you got that discipline, you got to start thinking a little bit bigger and better on how you can enhance your self-improvement. And just think about how you feel when you learn something new.
Yeah, you're excited. You're definitely excited to go try it out and go
new
do
skill, new trades. I think that's really important.
Yeah, man. And think about the impact that it has on your mental health. Right?
I know. Yeah. I get
it. So you go back and look at the, you know what I'm saying, your New Year's resolutions. And if you're missing learning something new and learning how to do something new, it could be as simple as, you learn how to build a shed, bruh. You know what I mean? Like, because some people can't screw two pieces of wood together. Or I learned how to lay a floor. You know what I mean? So those self-improvements, they don't get the same credit as somebody lost 40 pounds at the beginning of the year, or somebody saved $500. But from a mental standpoint, that it's just as important as those typical New Year's resolutions. And, you know what I mean? It's a lot more satisfying, too, in most cases.
Hurt. All right, so your mental resolution is to get your appraisers, right? That's what you
said. And to learn Spanish. Now, there's a motivation to that whole Spanish thing, because I've been paying for Babbel for my son, and he's been selling it for the last year.
I was about to ask. That's that bag I've been hearing about.
Yeah, I got two friends that work with me that started Babbel last year, and they're fluent in Spanish now.
Really?
Yeah.
And they literally just mess with it every single day.
Nice.
You know what I mean? So, but just think of Rodney, how many times you can cuss people out and have people ain't gonna know what you talking about.
No, I mean, I know kitchen Spanish. I worked in restaurants all my life. I can order anything in Spanish. You want me, that I can do. You know what I'm saying? You want a salad, ensalada, no tomato. I can't remember tomatoes. It's been a while since I've been in the kitchen, but yeah, I loved it. I had a young lady that came and worked for me, Sonia, who was amazing. When she came to work for me, she could not speak any English.
Wow.
So I told her, I said, in the kitchen, you only speak to me in Spanish, and I will only speak to you in English. And we got to learn together. And that's how I learned Spanish. And when I was working with her, I became pretty good at it as far as it was ordering something or kitchen or whatever. And we used to sit there and point at stuff, and she would tell me what it is in Spanish. I would tell her what it is in English. And we ended up working together for many years. And after a while, every time I talked to her was in Spanish. I never talked to her in English. You know what I'm saying? And she could not respond to me in Spanish. She had to respond to me in English. And it was great. It was phenomenal. I loved it.
Yeah. That's definitely the easiest way to learn. I think the art of learning becomes lost when you start raising families as a dad at times.
That's true. Nah, I get that. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're so focused on becoming the provider and all that other stuff. But for our mental health, and like I said, it ties directly back to your money. because the more skill sets you have, the more valuable you become, right? So, I think that, you know what I'm saying, that for you guys and for all the listeners out there, just think about, you know what I'm saying, the other things that you could make your New Year's resolutions. I'm not saying get rid of the other ones, but think about a unique one that's obtainable, that's going to challenge you, and try to see how that would even tie back to your money.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for New Year's, I decided I'm going back to therapy. I'm going back to see a therapist. You know what I'm saying? And really, because I always talk about mental health, I need to live it too. You know what I'm saying? Even if I'm gonna come in here and talk about things, then I need to be doing the best thing for me. And I decided this year that that's going to be one. I've been looking. I'm searching for a therapist right now. I have a few people that I plan on meeting with in the next couple of weeks, and I had to narrow it down to what I wanted. Of course, I want a Christian therapist, and I also want a male. I don't want to, and I thought about that, but I mean, I just felt like that was best for me. You know what I'm saying? And so and they got to be black too. No offense to anyone else, but that's just me. You know what I'm saying? Because I want somebody I can look at and really feel like they can relate to what I'm talking about when it comes down to my deep issues as even a child and growing up in the household and the things that that molded me and changed me for life. So, it is what it is, but that's definitely something I decided that I'm going to do this year, and I've been actively working on it. I'm waiting to go back to see my doctor again to make sure that she prescribes the thing so I can get insurance to pay for it too. So, but she hasn't called me back about my blood test, so I'm hoping that's good yet. Because usually, if it's bad, they call you immediately. But I'm gonna give her a call soon and find out what that is. So that's my New Year's. What about you, Maddie? You got one?
No, man. I ain't really do the New Year's resolution thing this year. We going on supposed to starting this fast, a Daniel fast, a 21-day fast with just fruits, vegetables, and stuff like that. So that's gonna be a little bit of a challenge.
Hey, my man. I did that joint last year, bro. That joint is mean.
Yeah, we did it. I did it like 2 years or something ago, I want to say. Like no sugars and like, you know what I mean, just pretty much just raw diet. It was all right, you know what I mean. It's only 21 days, so I'm trying to I'm supposed to start it today. So I hadn't even eaten anything today because I wasn't feeling good, but supposed to be 21 days starting today. So wish me luck.
Yeah.
You know what? True oatmeal, strawberries, and bananas, bro.
What? That's it? That's what you ate?
That's what got me through it, dog. Like I tried to do because the whole no sugar thing. The no sugar thing. Once your body, after like 2 or 3 days, you get past that sugar headache. You know what I mean? That's easy, but it's like, oh, you can't. You got to have all plant-based stuff. Like, no red meat, no chicken, no fish. Like it ain't nothing.
Yeah, I'm here.
It's like the joint. If the joint grow out the ground, you you still may not be able to eat that.
Well, God bless your soul, because I ain't doing no more of them damn diets. We did that for last year when we did that week or whatever we did of what you call it. That was enough for me. I can't do that. I'm sorry. It'd be different if it'd be different if I was able to eat fish. I think that's my biggest downfall. I can't eat fish. I can't eat seafood, so I can't supplement my chicken and beef or whatever with something healthy or a better option. So for me, it's just like I couldn't. I'm good.
It definitely wouldn't be a lifestyle change. Like, that's nothing I could keep up with. You know what I mean? That's why I said 21 days. But. After that,
I'm good with torturing myself. I don't want to do that no more.
Yeah, my fast started today too, Matt. So just know I'm with you, brother. I ain't on that full blown Daniel joint. I fell for that joint last year. I was like, I was you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, definitely. But you can make it. If not, lean on me. You know what I'm saying? I got every trick in the book, bruh. Like I trust me, I was going around all types of grocery stores last year.
Yeah, hey, that oatmeal don't sound bad. I like oatmeal, man. You just can't put no sugar on it, so you gotta do the strawberries, blueberries, or something like that on there.
I hate oatmeal.
No, bananas, bro. I'm telling you,
Oh yeah, bananas naturally sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I get away with it because I'm saying I did keto diet like from 2020 all the way like for 2 years to 2022, and that worked good for me, man. I was down to my smallest I've been since high school. I need to get back on. I was down to 195. You know what I'm saying?
Now, how explain to me the foods of keto, because I be looking it up. But
it's just basically, to keep it simple, it's basically no type of carb. So you know what I mean, you can't have rice with your food. That was kind of hard. You know, I like Mexican food, so it's no rice. You know what I mean? Like it's no bread, you know what I mean? So you're eating bunless burgers and stuff like that. But you can eat steaks, you know what I mean, seafood all day long, you know what I mean, salmon, fish. It's basically you know, not even a high protein, it's just like a zero carb diet. So no sugars, no cakes, you know what I'm saying? Anything like that. You know, any starches, potatoes, so you know what I mean, no French fries, you know what I mean, but it worked for me.
Like you couldn't eat a sweet potato, which is complex.
Sweet potatoes was out.
No potatoes.
Like I'm saying, but it was like if you did it every now and then, it wouldn't really knock you out your cycle, but you definitely, you know what I mean, like you did it, like ate a sweet potato, ate something on the weekend, you'll be okay, you know what I mean, it wouldn't knock you out your what's called ketosis. That's how you burn fat so fast on keto. But it worked for me, you know what I mean. I think I want to get back, maybe not a full out blown keto diet again, but yeah, it definitely worked. I need to drop some of these pounds I gained.
Yeah.
All right, fellas. So we're gonna go ahead and move into the next segment, which is our tech talk, and Matt with Mighty Ice. And hold on, I got a little intro. So we can go ahead and play that.
Yeah.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
There we go. That's my tech talk for
red pill.
Yeah, the red or the blue pill. So which pill are you giving us today, sir?
So I'm gonna go back to the self-driving and the autonomous cars. We had talked about that a little bit before, and then with this what's the movie?
Yeah, I know what you're talking. Leave the World Behind.
Yeah, Leave the World Behind with all the Teslas in there.
Saw it.
Yeah.
You saw it.
Was crazy.
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah,
okay.
I probably watched it twice now. So looking at that, had me thinking about the self-driving cars, and electric cars. How y'all feel about electric cars? Y'all straight engines, you know what I mean? Or you going with an electric car? How y'all feel about it? You gonna make that transition?
I'm not gonna make it yet. You know what I'm saying? Here's the thing. When
I'm gonna tell you where I'm going with this.
When it hit the fan, you're gonna need some gasoline, my man, to get wherever you want to go.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be 100 with you.
Yeah, you're gonna need like even if you do have an electric car, you still gotta have a gas-powered car somewhere. Like
yes,
you can't use your only vehicles. You know what I'm saying? I like the idea of electric cars, but I'm gonna go a different angle with it. With the electric and the self-driving smart cars. I honestly believe like it's a reason why they kind of farming us towards electric cars, because let's say, for instance, everybody did have electric cars, these smart cars. They're going to be able to take control of your car, because there's already, I think Hyundai just said that some of their newer cars, they'll be able to auto repossess themselves, or they'll, if your payments are late, you won't be able to use the car. They can basically just lock you out the car. You know what I mean? Whatever. You can't use it until you make a payment. So it's stuff like that I'm like, you know what I mean? Like it's going to be good in some ways. I think they're going to use it for law enforcement. You know what I mean? Electric cars, they're gonna be able to shut them off. You're not gonna be able to run.
But it's a lot of things.
Not saying that you should anyway, but it's gonna lead to some other things as well. You know what I mean? With these smart cars, and also just like going deeper down the rabbit hole for some of the like different movies that I watch that I like.
iRobot,
In Time, and stuff like that. Like if they may not allow you to go to certain areas that you're not supposed to. So let's say, for instance, we have a lockdown or something again, like we had, and they was like nobody supposed to be on the streets. They can shut your car down, so you can't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you're not an essential worker, so your car don't work. You know what I'm saying? So I think it can be used as a control thing with these electric and smart cars, man. I like them, but I don't know.
But you're still fooling yourself because any new car, anything new, they can do that now. That stuff they can do now. None of that, even if it's gas. Like my Impala, it has OnStar. If you have OnStar, they can cut your joint off. They can lock you in the joint. They can do whatever the hell they want to do. They know where the car is whenever.
Y'all talk about my Omar Jeep. Keep talking about my Omar Jeep, because that joint ain't got nothing electric in that joint.
Yeah. So you know what I mean? But I think it's like, especially with the fully electric cars like the Teslas, the self-driving cars, I think it's just gonna be even easier for them to do that. You know what I mean? So
you want to hear something crazy? And I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm gonna tell you a true story, like for real. So my boy had got a what is it? Not a Hellcat. It's a Hellcat, but he didn't have the Hellcat, but he had a Challenger, right? He had one of them SRTs, fully loaded, blah blah blah, this, that, and the other. I think he paid like $80,000 for the junk, right? Well, he a hood dude. He decided that he gonna pay his man to steal the joint and take the doors off of it and this, that, and the other, and leave it there for them to find it. And then his man keeps the doors and all that other kind of stuff, and then he's going to buy it back from the insurance company for cheap and then put all the stuff back on it. So that was his plan. So they get in the car, they tell each other the plan, blah, blah, blah. Sure enough, he takes the car, this, that, and other. He calls the insurance company.
They listening, man.
This is an $80,000 car, right? He said by the time he hung up with the insurance company, an hour later, the cops was where the car was.
Yeah.
Because he ain't even, he ain't even get the joint, right? He ain't even get, the dude took the doors off in the hood or whatever, but he ain't even ditch it yet. So the dude comes there, the cops come there.
They still got his boy.
Wait a second. His boy immediately snitches. They say, okay, cool. He comes back and you don't realize that they have a camera in that car and they record everything you say in that car. So they played him back the conversation that they had about stealing the car from the car.
Wow.
And was like, yeah, so what you want to do?
Yeah.
And he had to pay for that car. He had to pay for that car, go to jail. Because once he paid for it, it was his car, so whatever he did was his fault. But he had to pay for that car.
Yeah. And
sure enough, and like I said, everything people don't know, you buying these cars, they already doing that, dog. They already listening to you. If he got any of the joint OnStar or any voice commands, or you can attach your phone to it, how do you think they can hear your phone? You got a microphone in there.
What Weebay say, man? What Weebay tell D'Angelo, man? He had to pull over and tell him, man, what's the rule, man? No talking in the car, man.
No talking in the car.
No talking in the car.
Mm-hmm. So, so people don't be fooled, dog, because they already listening.
You
got a phone, you got a smart TV, all that. You got any of that stuff. They can listen.
That's a whole new different rabbit hole that we already know. So, we already pretty much, in a surveillance state, like they privacy and all of that is I guess a figment of your imagination now, for real. Like they know exactly what you're doing. They can, if they want to know, they gonna know.
How about this? Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, it's virtually impossible to fall off the grid at this point. Like you literally gotta be almost butt naked out that joint with cash
in the woods.
Yeah.
No, have your own generator, have your own what you call it. Yeah. Yeah, you can't be connected to the internet, none of that. But I mean, it's crazy. Like I just bought for Christmas, I got myself a Ring floodlight camera. And I'm sitting there, I'm setting the joint up, and they asked me, "Do you want bird's eye view?" And I was like, "What is this?" I connected that. Next thing you know, it had a satellite showing me my house from the satellite. I can see my house from the satellite right now, like right now. And it's telling me, like when somebody walks up to my house, it shows me every step they made as they came to my house. And it has it tells me a person alert, all kinds of stuff. I'm like, yo, how does this thing have it's one thing it got a camera, but it got a satellite view too.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yo, how you gonna tell me where you hiding? Like how can you hide?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, you see that, man? They got these cameras everywhere. I don't even know if somebody try to commit a crime or do something. There's cameras everywhere. You know what I mean?
If they want to catch you, they're gonna catch you.
If they
had Jonathan Majors running for 6 blocks. You know what I mean? Like where all these cameras at? You know what I'm saying? Like it's cameras outside, man. Hey
man.
Yeah.
Ring
and we doing it for them because I ain't even going because I got
satellite views.
Just about everybody I know got some sort of Ring or Vivint camera, some type of camera on their house. I don't know too many people who don't anymore. Yeah, and I like it. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. I can't do without the Ring camera now. You know what I mean? Like if the battery ain't charged or something, and I ain't got my Ring not working, it's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? I make sure it's working. So it's actually we part of the problem. We give them access to us. Like, to be honest, they ain't even got to try no more. They just make something that's convenient for us, and we going. Yeah.
I mean, even I don't know if I told you the story, but my boy is high in the FBI and stuff like that. He's like, yeah, when we go raid these houses or whatever the case may be, they have a camera that they can point at the house, and it tells them exactly how much money is in the house. So it tells them because of the barcodes on the cash. So before they raid these stash houses or these houses of these big drug dealers or whatever, they have a joint. All they gotta do is point it at the house, and it scan every dollar bill bar, 100 bar, and it tells them there's $360,000 in this house right now. That's all they gotta do. Just point it right there. Everything is is yeah, because of the bars on the money. That's why the bars are there.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Talking about the new money?
Yeah. You know, because if you look at your dollar, it has that blue bar, especially in hundreds.
Yeah.
They got that blue bar. That blue bar, that's all they use. They stand there and tell them exactly how much money is in there. So they'll wait. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't enough in there or whatever, they waiting for whatever stash or whatever you're doing. They can actually just know. They know right then how much money is in your house, man, before they even raid it. So don't think that they don't. So anyway, but yeah. All right. I mean,
so your Bitcoin stuff, man. So explain to us this whole Bitcoin thing for 2024.
Well, right now, all the hype is about the Bitcoin ETF getting approved. Should be hopefully they saying it's gonna be approved within the next couple of days. That's just gonna allow companies and what's that? Different types of like the fast fighter unions or trust and different things like that, like pension funds and all of that, to be able to invest and hold a percentage of their portfolio in Bitcoin through an ETF. So that's why the price been running up.
What is an ETF?
An exchange traded fund. It's like they have gold ETFs, different stocks up, like multiple stocks I put in ETF. You can just buy that ETF and you get in a basket of stocks and stuff. So it's like an investment vehicle that people use.
Yeah. So
and then the halving is this year.
Regulated like a regular stock, Rodney.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not like Coinbase or just buying Bitcoin itself. My question to you though, Matt, is what about, because like I bought some stock in a Bitcoin mining company.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Marathon Digital was the company. I mean, their price was pretty cheap, so I was just like, all right, let me buy it. And they've been taking off ever since Bitcoin has started rising, and their stock price goes up and down. What do you think about if the ETF happens? Of course, there's impact on those other companies that are mining Bitcoins. It can have a positive or negative impact depending on, you know what I'm saying, how you kind of look at it. But I know that they call it halving this year or something like that.
Yeah, it should be around April to May,
right?
just depending.
And that is when. Explain what halving is.
That's when every 4 years, the amount of Bitcoin that's mined in each block. So like Bitcoin is called a blockchain. So there's blocks being technically mined every 10 minutes. So right now, if you find a Bitcoin block, it's like 6 point something Bitcoin in each block. And that's getting cut in half every year. So I believe like right now there's about 900 Bitcoin mined every day. So every day it's about 900 Bitcoin that are brought onto the market, because there'll only ever be 21 million Bitcoins ever mined.
Right.
Every 4 years, the amount of Bitcoin that's mined every day is cut in half. That's why it's called the halving. So after this halving, instead of 900, there'll only be 450 Bitcoin mined every day. So it makes it more scarce. So that's why usually after the halving, Bitcoin goes up in price, because, you know what I mean, it's a scarce asset. You know what I mean? We know exactly how many Bitcoin will be mined, and you know exactly how many Bitcoin are in circulation. So that's why some people say it's a better form of gold, because, you know, gold, you really don't know how much gold has been mined. You don't know how much gold is still in the earth. You know, somebody could find a big deposit of gold tomorrow, and that could affect the price. But Bitcoin is one of the first like assets like this that can't be duplicated, or you can't create anymore. So that's why people, you know, think it's going to have the price increase once the halving comes.
You
know, so.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, other coins have halvings, like Litecoin is similar to Bitcoin. It's pretty much the same thing. It's just a little bit faster, but it's basically what's called a fork of Bitcoin. It's pretty much the same code, but instead of 21 million, I think Litecoin has 84 million coins that'll be made, and I believe their halving is, I'm not sure when Litecoin's halving is. It might be every 2 years or 3. It might be 4, just like Bitcoin, but I'm not sure. I want to say it's every 2 years. I'm not sure though. Don't quote me on that.
Yeah. Okay. I got it.
All right. Well, thank you there, Matt. So we learned a few things. Everybody need to get a car that's like a late 90s or 80s and put it in your garage somewhere, just in case. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I still have my 06 Maxima. I don't think it has that much electronics on it, or anybody gonna be able to track anything on that one. So I might have to keep that in the stable until just in case something pop off. I don't gotta worry about my car driving off on me when I need it. So, you know.
I'm telling you.
Or somebody shutting it off like on OnStar or whatever, because they definitely can shut your car off and tell exactly where you are anywhere you go. So
yeah, it's convenient, but then it's still scary. Like, yeah, you get locked out your car, you can call them and be like, "Oh, let me in my car," dog. Like, but I don't know, man. Like, we gotta take our own responsibility, man. Like, like I don't.
Right.
I'm not the biggest fan of those type of things right there.
Nah, I got you. But everybody was scared that wanted to buy a Tesla after they watched. If you watched Lead the World Behind, man, you gonna start second thinking that Tesla thing, because that giant was go hard. They had all the Teslas crashing into each other and everything.
They say that's why. They say that's actually part of the reason for that recall.
Yeah.
Because they had a massive recall after that. They're talking about literally every Tesla ever produced is recalled due to the self-driving joint.
Okay, understood. All right, so we're going to get ready to get into the entertainment page. Of course, you know, I got my intro, so we're going to go ahead and play that.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
All right, so before I get into the conversation that everybody's talking about right now, I want to go back because Coach wasn't here, and I just want to know, did you watch Dave Chappelle, The Dreamer? His new comedy special that's on Netflix right now.
I have not watched it. You know what's funny is me and my wife looked at it, and we was like, "Oh, that's old." And then I was like, "I thought he did drop a new one," so we haven't watched it yet, but we will watch it this week.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and give you my report on it. Dave Chappelle has now moved to be my number one comedian of all time. I feel like The Dreamer was one of the greatest comedic performances I've seen in years. It was the Eddie Murphy Raw. It was the Delirious. It was the Sunset Strip of Richard Pryor. It was really a great, like, I don't even know, I can't even say it's really his final, but, you know, it just, you know, he has moved to my number one. And it's just because to me, he's always, throughout his career, he's always been true to him, and I'm proud of him for it. I love him for that. I love him as what he is and what he shows, and even like the things that behind the scene, like during the pandemic, he made his own comic stage out in the sticks of Ohio and brought comics out there and let them perform and let them still and live there and let people come and see them for free, you know, outside and and just, you know, him as an entertainer and the trials that he went through. Because at one point in time, I thought Dave Chappelle would never come back. And his comeback story to me, even getting his name back, getting his show back, because, you know, Comedy Central, he lost his show. And then he's like, how are you going to have a show with my name on it and tell me I'm not going to get paid on my name? Like, yo, It's my show. Everything's here. There's my show. And you're going to tell me you got it on Netflix. And he told Netflix, he was like, and that was part of the thing. He was like, Netflix, we still doing business together. Yeah. And you're gonna put my show on knowing I'm not getting paid on my show and called, and you know what? Netflix did the right thing. Went to Comedy Central and gave him his name back, got his show back. And, you know, and to me, even as a person, his story is great. And I've been a Dave Chappelle fan for many, many, many years. And to me, you know, he's extremely consistent. And like I said, he's my number one. And you know, Eddie Murphy was always there, you know, and I was there with I had a great conversation talking about, like, my top 5 dead will be just about every comic alive right now. Okay. You know, so I mean, Eddie Murphy's alive, so therefore he's in there. But then you got, you know, what's Bebe Kids? Why am I blanking on? You got Robert Harris. You got Red Fox. You got I just mentioned them, the Live from Sunset joint.
Bernie Mac, of course.
Bernie Mac, yeah. Like, these dudes are great comedians, and I feel like they're definitely top 5 material. But I didn't want to get into that. I want to see if you do that. And I also want to apologize to Matt about something, because he brought up something, and you, Vance, I might have to apologize to you too. But I actually watched Denzel Washington Denzel Washington's son movie, The Creator. And I'm not going to say I hated it. I'm not going to say that it was the greatest movie I ever watched in my life either. But I'm going to say that I did thoroughly enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I came in with very low expectations.
Okay.
So, you know, I came in with, but I did enjoy the movie. I'm not going to say that I didn't. It was something new. It was refreshing, and it had a lot of AI material, and I don't know. Did y'all watch it? Did y'all watch it? Because I know we talked about it.
Before you,
I
saw everything except the last 20 minutes. I watched it on a flight.
Okay.
So I haven't seen the ending.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I'll be watching that joint this week.
Now I don't want to ruin it for y'all. But I mean, I'm not ruining it, but I'm just saying, did you pick up the ties that they were throwing about AI wanting their freedom and wanting to be recognized? You did?
Yep.
You got that? Okay. So, yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and leave it alone. But I thought it was great. I thought it was great.
And how they didn't even want to fight.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They wanted to just be left alone.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, anyway. But I'll wait till y'all watch it. We can recap back on there. But I did watch The Creator. It was way better than Tenet. I'll say that now.
I totally agree with you on that. I do agree with you on that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Because
it was way better.
Me. Yeah, Tenet just had too many things going on that didn't make sense. But this joint, it kept me intrigued. I watched it. I watched it ready to go to sleep on it. You know what I'm saying? And I stayed and watched the whole thing and enjoyed it, and even rewatched it again the next day.
Oh,
just
man.
to make sure.
I gotta look it up. Go ahead, Rodney.
Yeah,
I want y'all to watch that was shockingly good.
You watched something recently?
Yeah, man. I just gotta look. Go on my Netflix account and look it up right.
Well, look it up right now. I mean, was it something like? Oh, I did want to tell Matty Ice this because I had a
But y'all
I had a listener contact me specifically to you and said that you need to watch the Netflix joint called Bitcoin.
I've seen something on Bitcoin. It's like
No. This is totally different because I almost watched the whole thing, but I watched a little bit of it. It's not directly talking about Bitcoin, but it's talking about like people that originally got on Bitcoin and they did this like scam and all this other kind of stuff. So, but it's called Bitcoin, and they was like they want you to watch that and give your opinion on it. So,
Rebel Moon was a good movie.
Rebel Moon was a good movie.
Yeah.
No, Rebel Moon was a good movie, dog.
Yeah. I was going to mention that joint to y'all. I ain't think Rodney might not like that joint.
I'm not big into sci-fi. I hate sci-fi.
Dog,
I'm not.
That joint was good.
I ain't gonna like, dog. I was supposed to Christmas Eve. I was supposed to fly out at 5 a.m, and Courtney was like, "Yo, let's watch a movie right quick." It was 10 o'clock. She picked Rebel Moon. And dog, I ain't go to sleep till 1 a.m, bro. I'd be at the airport at 5, dog. That's how good that movie. Like I couldn't stop watching
it.
Yeah.
Nah.
That joint was pretty good.
You watched it too,
Matty?
I just watched movies.
You already know it said part 1. It came on part 1, but y'all.
Yeah, it did come on part 1, right?
Yeah, they already knew. But I had knew the movie was coming out because I was following his video game that just came out. What's the joint? Star. The joint you deleted real quick. You said you gave about 5 minutes. So when that joint was coming out, that's when they started talking about Rebel Moon because that movie is similar to the video game in some respects. And I want to say the same dude who did the movie, he did Batman, just like the Man of Steel. He did Batman versus Superman. And if he did 300 or something, so you can kind of see
about
some
the
of the
director.
Yeah, the director of Rebel Moon
is Zack Snyder.
Yeah, so he did 300, and I think Man of Steel and a couple other joints. So
So he did the Justice League, Batman versus Superman, Man of Steel,
300,
Army of the Dead, 300. Didn't know that. He did the Watchmen.
Yeah. So he did all good movies. So that's what I'm saying.
All them joint not bad movies.
Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
Dawn of the Dead was good too.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking it up because I didn't realize that. I didn't look much in. All right, so y'all know me. I watched Rebel Moon off some humble stuff. I was just sitting.
You had to.
Not because you know what? I always give it a chance. So for me, I give it a chance But I already know sci-fi. I'm not good. Like it's got to be really good for me.
Rodney, you might not be good sci-fi, but I can name one movie that you could not stop watching that was sci-fi.
Okay, name it. That was sci-fi? Oh, Aliens was great. Aliens was great. What do you mean? That's different. But that's what I'm saying. You got to be great. Like, but I'm not watching. I'll name you big sci-fi movies that are everybody talks about. They're great. Won't touch them. You know what I'm saying? Like Harry Potter.
No,
not watching it. Not at all.
That's sci-fi, but that's more something else to me than sci-fi.
That answer is no. Yeah. I tried it. Didn't even make it. He didn't even get to Hogwarts before I was cutting it off. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I could never get into Harry Potter, but I like Lord of the Rings though.
Yeah, I'm about to let my girls watch that.
You ready? You ready for me to tell you?
You don't like it?
Didn't like it.
Really?
Like it. I'd rather watch the original cartoon, The Hobbit, than to watch Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
I thought Lord of the Rings is good.
Huh? I mean,
I like Lord of the Rings, especially the first one.
I'll be honest with you. Never finished any of them. Never. Couldn't. You know, I'm not good at sci-fi. Sci-fi is my weakness, dog. Like, I barely watched Star Wars. You know, like, I barely watched any of those joints. Like, I'm not watching them again. I've seen them. And all the new ones, never watched the new ones. Mm-hmm. I think I made it through the first one. I watched the one with my boy, when he became the black dude. The black dude did the joint.
That one was all right. His
name. Guess what? Didn't make it through it. Cut it off. You know. I'm just saying, this is me. I can't do it, yo. I just can't. I'm not huge on it. That's my weakness. But that joint was good. And then there's other things like Game of Thrones. You wouldn't call it sci-fi, but it's still that whole and then Walking Dead. It's not sci-fi, but you know it's that fantasy.
That's why I said I don't really think of some of those as sci-fi. When I think sci-fi, I'm thinking aliens, outer space, like. Harry Potter, that falls under like a different category than sci-fi to me, but
fantasy.
It's fiction, like fiction, fantasy, type joints. More so than
sci-fi. But sci-fi, I mean, like I can't think of anything huge sci-fi that'd be like my hot. Like if you told me hard pressed to give me to say what is your favorite sci-fi movie, I'm gonna name something from the 80s. The Last Starfighter. I brought that up late before that. I'll watch that 1,000,000 times right now.
Okay.
But that was because it was video games and sci-fi. You know what I'm saying? And then I was hooked. That was like a childhood 80s favorite. So sci-fi is not my thing, man. I'm just saying I'm more of a like street lawyer, courtroom. Like, I've watched the last 3 things that I've watched were all courtroom dramas. It was For the People. Who was that other one that had the Jay-Z references, everything? Reasonable Doubt. Yo, that joint is like that. If you want to watch that with your wife, I'm telling you, they will be hip. That joint is for real, son. Reasonable Doubt. Yeah. And every episode is named after a Jay-Z hit.
Okay.
So, but the show it's not about Jay-Z at all. You know what I'm saying? But the show it's just about a high-powered female judge and and her home life is crazy and her life out there in the courtroom is crazy. It's a great show. I'm telling you. It's full of drama that I loved and my wife loved it too. So anyway, let me get back on topic. So next we're going to talk about, of course, the I'll say the cat, not the elephant, but the cat in the room, and that is Katt Williams. So I'm assuming that y'all have lived in the earth in the last 3 days, and Katt Williams dropped a interview with Shannon Sharpe on his personal podcast, going against a lot of comedians, Kevin Hart, Steve Harvey, even that in musicians, Ludacris, Ricky Smiley, accusing them of a lot of things, selling out to the industry. Now, y'all have seen this interview, right? Or parts of it.
I mean, we
Just
seen
want to make sure.
parts. I ain't spent the whole.
Seen most of it.
All right,
Yeah.
so I got questions. So here's my questions, and I'm asking these sincerely, okay? As men and this, that, and other. So one of the big things he talked about was that they sold out by wearing a dress. Now, I understand you can have your personal opinions on that. But my question to you, and I'm just asking you, when is wearing a dress or playing a female in a movie, TV show, or whatever the case may be, or a comedy, when does that mean you sold out? Because one of the people that he did talk about wore a dress too, and that was Martin. Martin is Martin Lawrence is a great comedian. To him, he admits it. He hang out with him, but guess what? He wore a dress too. When did wearing a dress mean you sold out? So I got a 2-part question. So first of all, do you believe that just because these people wore a dress or whatever the case may be, that they sold out in some way, form, or fashion? Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it is, I don't know. I'm asking. Because he seemed to make that like the point that they became a part of the Illuminati is when they wore a dress.
I mean, it's a lot of, that's his opinion.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, that's my whole thing. It's his opinion. I've heard people make those statements before about black actors. There are a lot of non-black actors that do the same thing.
You ready?
I'm
glad you said it. Hold on. Before you finish
that's why they say it.
Here we go. Robin Williams, known
Miss
as one of the
Doubtfire.
greatest comedian geniuses
Miss
in
Doubtfire.
the world.
Yeah.
Miss Doubtfire. Guess who else? Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
Wore a dress in a show called Bosom Buddies on TV. Patrick Swayze in Too Young Fu.
I mean, I think,
Yeah. Hold on. Let me just get this. I'll look this up. And then you can make your statement. But I just want to know this. Kurt Russell, Tango and Cash.
Yep.
Michael J. Fox, Back to the Future 2. These are all great joints. You know what I'm saying? Johnny Depp in Before the Night Falls. John Travolta in Hairspray. Arnold Schwarzenegger in Junior. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo. So, and this one I'm just trying to say that to me, and I'll be honest with you, Jamie Foxx and Martin in as Shanae is one of the funniest characters in television. Like, yo, that was
Jamie Foxx is
hilarious. And Wanda, hilarious. You telling me,
my thing is this it's acting. We talk about acting right now. We talk about playing a role that is not real.
Yeah.
What difference does it make?
And like you said, it's personal preference. You don't have to take the role if you don't want to wear it. Yeah, but if somebody else, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, he definitely wanted to push that point, and that's not the first time we've heard people talk about actors wearing a dress, specifically black actors. Like, that's like, you got to do it. If you're going to make it to the next level, you got to wear a dress or do something like that. Like, they want to make you do something you're not comfortable with. Like, I don't know. I'm not in Hollywood, so I can't speak to it. You know what I'm saying? If that's true, but I don't. Like I said, Eddie Murphy, he done been in the rocket joint. Some of my favorite movies with Eddie Murphy, he wore a dress in the joint.
He wore
You know
20 different outfits in the joint.
Yeah,
Like, yo, like
right.
one
You know
of
what
them
I'm
gotta
saying?
be a female. You playing 20 different people. Just so happens one of them's a female. Like, goddamn. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But I mean, that's what I'm asking. Like, what is how do you, like, to me, I don't understand that.
I would say, but it's Katt Williams. That's his opinion. So would you say they selling out? Do you agree with Katt? Because I can't, you know what I mean?
I don't.
I like the movie, so I ain't gonna say that they, you know what I mean, selling out. You know what I mean? Would I wear a dress if I was an actor You know what I'm saying? I couldn't see myself wearing no dress if I was an actor, but I don't know. You know what I mean? Like
I would if I was Martin and I'm playing Shanae.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like that, I understand. Like
that was his choice too, though. That was his character on his show.
Yeah,
you know
exactly. It's his show. It's my character. I created it, and I want to play it. Like, yo, like to me, Shanae is iconic. Wanda is iconic. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, when does that become a moment of you sold out? Like, and I'll be honest with you, Tyler Perry. I'm not 100%. I love everything he does, but guess what? His role as now I'm blanking on her name. Medea is iconic. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, like that's your decision. I can't hate on you if you do, and I can't hate on you if you don't.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like if I was in those situations, I got my own show, and my own show is Martin, which was the #1 show on television at one time. And I want to play this character, I'm gonna play it. I don't give a crap. That's my decision. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean I sold out. I don't understand that part. Is where he attaches that if you played a female character, you somehow sold out.
Yeah,
just asking. That's a question.
Nah, I mean, I don't.
He's entitled to his opinion. You know what I mean? And all I can say is maybe he's in the industry. He's been around him. I don't know. I can't. You know what I mean? I'm not in the actor in the entertainment industry. You know what I mean? So I don't know what else comes with why he's saying they sold out. Maybe he has other information. He was saying a lot. You know what I mean, about what some people do and have done. So maybe he's saying that because of some other information he has. I don't know, but
all right, Vance.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, he entitled to it. If that's what he thinks, that he that's what he thinks. But I mean, I don't agree with I don't agree with that particular topic. I think that it's acting.
Yeah,
and it's a choice. If you choose to do it, you do it. If you don't choose to do it, you don't do it. There are a lot of black actors that never wore dress.
Yeah, 100%. No, and even Dave Chappelle. So Dave Chappelle even said he didn't do it because he felt like they was laughing at him, not with him.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and that's different. You know, and that's your choice. You know what I'm saying? All that's your choice. So anyway, but I got one more question for y'all. So I watched a lot of feedback, people responding to it, this, that, and other. One person gave me the best feedback who's not even in entertainment, and that was Gilbert Arenas. So Gilbert Arenas,
I ain't watch it though.
Gilbert Arenas said that he attacked guys that have much more going for themselves, and they're not going to fight back. So in other words, he said it's easy when you're at a level, because let's just say Katt Williams is at level B. These guys are level A. They're making money that if they respond back to his level, then it affects their money. There's no way Steve Harvey is going to say something derogatory about Katt Williams. You know why? Because Steve Harvey has Family Feud money. He has this money. He has that money. He's not going to sit there and hurt his money by challenging any of these allegations. Kevin Hart, the same thing. He has his own platform. Even Ricky Smiley, the same thing. He has his own platform. He responded, but he said, I have nothing but love for this brother. Because they can't sit there and say negative things about him. Because if they do, then that may affect their money.
It makes them relevant too.
Huh?
It makes them relevant. So
exactly.
Yeah. That's what some people say. That's why he did it, just to get some buzz, you know what I mean? And I listened to Ice Cube. He responded to it.
Yeah. And
Ice Cube said a lot of the stuff, nobody really hasn't said that he outright lied for real about
It's
anything
20
that he
years
kinda
ago.
said.
A lot of stuff he said is 20 years old.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
you know what I'm saying? But he Ice Cube talked about it. He talked about some of the stuff was true. But I think he said it wasn't about Ricky Smiley. He said I think he did have Ricky Smiley to be cast as Money Mike. He said, but when they did it, they didn't like Ricky Smiley as a pimp. You know what I'm saying? They was like they thought he'd be better as the Santa Claus. So he kind of said that could have been true. I'm not sure if Ricky Smiley really was mad about not being cast like how Katt Williams was saying, but it did kind of bring a light on that. Okay, maybe part of the info what he was saying about Ricky Smiley was true. You know what I mean? About
well, here's the other thing that Katt Williams told on himself during the interview because he said I interviewed as the 232nd person to do Money Mike.
Mm-hmm.
So he came in at the end. So therefore, there was 230 people that interviewed that did it before him, and one of them could very much have been Ricky Smiley. You know what I'm saying? And
Ice Cube confirmed that though.
Yeah, but I mean that doesn't that to me. And even Ricky,
that don't mean Ricky Smiley got a contract that every time he worked with Katt that he got to wear a dress though.
No, yeah, I'm waiting for that contract to come out. I want to see that too.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
I
didn't believe that at
right?
all. Not at all. Not even for a second. I believe that. Yeah. But I do believe that. Here's the thing: as a comedian, or I have worked with comedians. Some of my friends are comedians. You take the truth, but you embellish it a little bit. You embellish it just enough that it still seems true. Because the thing is, you take a fact and you wrap it around an embellishment.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact holds your embellishment. So they don't know which one is not the truth.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You can make 2 or 3 statements. Huh?
I think Steve Harvey said that. Steve Harvey just on this show today, he just came back. He said he put out a statement. He never said Katt Williams, but he said the same thing. He's like, some people just lie so good that they know how to wrap their lie in the truth. Yeah. You don't know which part. He said that today.
Yeah.
And Katt Williams probably is. You know what I mean? I'm sure he's a comedian. He's a good storyteller. So I'm sure
he's a great storyteller. He's excellent. Yeah. He's one of the best that ever did it. And Katt Williams is a genius. He is very smart. He knows what he's doing. And that's one of the things I'm gonna get to.
But this is my question though that I took from it that I want to ask. He said that they lie and try to blackball him, saying he he don't use drugs, he don't drink.
He was drinking. He was drinking saying, when he said that.
No, but exactly. But he did say like he don't use. Well, he said he said the only thing he do is weed and drink. He did. He's like, but he's talking about as far as how they was putting them out as like missing contract dates, like missing like I think Kevin Hart was saying like
Kevin Hart said
dates. Yeah, he missed studio dates. That's why people ain't messing with you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I seen Katt Williams looking rough some days, but I don't know. I can't say he on drugs, but he kind of said they lied on him about that.
You seen his mugshots.
Yeah,
you seen like that. Let's talk facts, and I'm just being honest. You seen his mugshots, so if you want to say he was. Do I believe here's the other thing Gilbert Arenas and them said on their podcast, and I like their interview because none of those guys had a dog in the fight during their interview of Gil on Gil's show. So I watched it and I thought it was a great breakdown. He said that Katt Williams came on there and you've seen what he's done. So if he makes these charges or says whatever he's going to say, and I'm just going to go back to what I said before. There was another point I had to make. I'm be honest with you, I lost it, but I remember in a second. But the guys that he was attacking, they can't say anything back. because it's not worth it to them. Because it's just like he said on my show, I can say whatever I want, and but I don't have something. But these guys are on ESPN status. They're on a status where they're getting, Disney money or whatever the money it is that is above them. So they're not going to mess up their money and tell and sit here and argue with Katt Williams. And then what does he do 2 days later? He announces his tour.
Yep.
So if you don't think that's not calculated,
You say
it's
he announced
100%
what?
his tour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He does it now. He announces his tour starting in January. After that. You
Great
know what I'm saying?
marketing.
Like great marketing. He put himself as the number one person right now that everybody's talking about. There's not nothing. Yeah. So, but then when you see that, because he started off the journey by saying that the truth doesn't need motivation. And then he tells what his motivation is 2 days later. So how can you really take everything he said as facts? You know what I'm saying? Because he's now told us what his motivation was. His motivation is I'm going on tour. I've now made myself the number one conversation.
Yeah, and I'm sure them shows are selling out right now.
Yep.
Yeah.
100%. Because they want to see what he's going to say next.
Yep.
But he's fighting people that ain't going to say nothing back because they're going to lose too much money to say something back. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of these, everybody that he attacked, in my opinion.
They got a few people coming out, like Faison Love going on him. You know what I mean? So he they got people coming out. Like, but I think, like you said, it was for his tour. He gonna say.
Anybody upset about what he said about Faison Love?
No.
Huh?
Anybody upset about what he said about Faison Love? That Faison Love didn't even come in the search engine when I put it up there. They're not talking. They talking about that Steve Harvey. They talking about Kevin Hart. They talking even Ludacris. Unfortunately, he did that. I don't know if you heard his response in a freestyle, but
yeah, I did.
That
was kind of dope though.
Huh?
I said his freestyle was cool. Yeah, little acapella joint. That joint was like
Luda could have said more. He could have said more.
But again, he's not though. Like you just said, he on that Fast Five. He making so much. He like.
Yeah, but he's in a different genre. He don't have to worry about that. That Fast Five money is all he gonna get that no matter what. Well, hopefully they done.
Nah, he's still like, but
I can't watch no more Fast Five movies.
They're not that.
Yeah, no, he's still a rapper, but
a part two to that joint. Yeah,
he's still a little different though. Like he's an actor now. Like Ludacris still a rapper. He probably can get away with it, but he ain't. Yeah, Ludacris on another little level now. He more of an actor than a rapper now.
No,
so,
anyway,
in my opinion.
I got you. But anyway, that was just something that I wanted to bring up and just discuss because, it was something that, I looked at it and I didn't put that much into it. But, Katt Williams, even doing this and then announcing your tour, to me, shows you where you are. You know what I'm saying? Because this was all a stunt, in my opinion. That's what it was. It was a stunt.
I don't think he's the first person maybe to do something like this, like not calling people out, but a lot of people sometimes have a little controversy or have something going on. You find out they got a album dropping or something like that going on. You know what I mean? To me, it feel like he took maybe a playbook out of 50 Cent's playbook. You know what I mean? Bully, like, you know what I mean? Kind of pick a fight a little bit.
I don't know. He went kind of hard on a lot of these allegations.
Yeah.
He went a little bit over top. You know what I'm saying? Especially, the thing where he said about you get a light-skinned woman that doesn't do interviews in your package. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
And
he went on a lot of people. He's talking about Diddy, you know what I mean? About, he went.
Well, I believe everything he said about Diddy. Everybody know Diddy ain't been.
Yeah,
Diddy been doing stuff for a long time,
but he bringing other rappers and bringing other people involved too. You know what I mean? So yeah,
that's all good, man. Anyway, so we gonna go ahead and move on. I just wanted to have that quick discussion with you all about some of those things. But for me personally, I'll be honest with you. The Katt Williams thing has made me like him less. I'm not going to buy a ticket. I'm going to go ahead and make my thing that, because the other thing is I don't like snitches, and I feel like he out here snitching. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, how you gonna be Katt Williams' friend? Because at any given time, he gonna sit there and sell you out if it benefits him. Because what if you that comic right underneath of him, and then next thing you know, you become above him? Because right now he already alienated himself. So you know. That. So now you become that comic over, and then next thing you know, he gonna snitch you out. In my opinion, so. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I like him as a person. I'm good with him. Yeah, I think he's a genius. I think he's great. And he does it. And it falls into, like you said, my whole 50 Cent category. You know what I'm saying? You all know me. I personally don't like 50 Cent. I think he's a great person. But that's just my opinion because I don't like anybody who does things. I don't like anybody who hurts other people to help themselves. And I don't know if that makes sense to y'all. So that's me. He don't have to hurt other people's money or attack other people to help themselves. You don't have to do that. That's not what life's about. You know what I'm saying? He already rich. So what are you gonna do? Why attack these people? So there you go. I'm done with that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and move on to what's great. You know what we're gonna talk about next, Matty Ice? Hold on, I gotta find my thing. Here we go.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs?
Yes, we're gonna talk about playoffs.
Hey, you know who in the playoffs, by the way?
I don't. Hold on. Before you say anything, I got another one for you.
I pity myself that I gotta be with these fools.
The green.
Go ahead. I already know. Go ahead. I'll let you take your
moment.
You know what?
And the Green
Hold
Bay.
on. I'm gonna give you your time real quick to go ahead and say whatever it is you got. I'm gonna give you a solo layout to say what you got to say about Jordan Love. Go ahead.
Yeah. Hey, at the beginning of this year, y'all dudes dogged me about Jordan Love and saying, "Oh, he's terrible." He had a good game, then he had some bumps in the road. But the Green Bay Packers are in the playoffs.
Yep. They made it. I'm saying they won their division.
Yeah.
All right. So my response is this. Even a broke clock is right twice a day. Okay. And Jordan Love is still garbage. So even though they made it to the playoffs by the hair of their chin.
9-8. Detroit won a division.
Okay.
Yeah, Detroit won a division. The Packers record was, hold on, I tell you, 2 seconds. The Packers were actually 9-8.
Yeah. Okay.
But that was because of Jordan Love?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you. Like
you know what? I'm gonna be Kevin Hart right now. I'm not gonna respond to your attack right now. I don't even understand how Jordan Love is even in this conversation. So where they going? They're going. How many rounds is Jordan Love is going to make it through the playoffs?
I mean, I'm pretty sure you're going to root for them this week, considering who they playing.
I don't know who they playing.
The Cowboys.
Well, the Cowboys, they may win against Green Bay. So
yeah, they may win, but you still gonna root.
But they're not gonna win the second. Whoever they play after that, that's a no wrap for them. I'm surprised they,
I'm gonna let it go. Go ahead. You said they play the Cowboys this week, and so who? I thought who was the number 1 seed in the NFC?
San Francisco.
Oh, San Fran and Baltimore. No, but I'm saying, I thought Dallas. It was 2 teams.
So only one.
Only one team get the bye?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm tripping.
Yep. 7 teams, 1 team get the bye.
I'm trying to get up. So hey, Vance. Oh, yo, you didn't do this last week. So I need to know what 2 teams you think is going to make it to the Super Bowl and who's going to win. So I can write it down on my list so I can fry everybody who's wrong.
Go ahead and pick your Green Bay.
Nah,
pick Green Bay. Nah. I feel like Green Bay. I feel like he just had his moment, right? Green Bay should be his pick.
You really want to know who I think gonna make it? I think Buffalo, and Detroit.
What?
Somebody else said
this down. I'm writing this
said
down.
that.
Hold
Somebody
on.
else said that last week.
It wasn't Buffalo and Detroit. It was Buffalo and somebody else. Hold on, I'll pull it up.
It was your man. What's his name?
Gonna be Buffalo and Detroit, bro.
Nah,
yeah, he said it was a boring pick. It was
he said Detroit and Cleveland or some bullshit.
It ain't gonna be Cleveland ain't gonna make it, but Buffalo is a problem, believe it or not. They actually got defense, dog. And Detroit actually got an offense.
Yeah. I'm saying I would say Buffalo. It depends on how it falls. If somebody end up having to come to them to play, then I could see it. You know what I mean? Like it's tough to play in Buffalo, but I don't know. It's saying sometimes Buffalo seem a little sporadic week to week.
I feel like you're trying to convince yourself, sir.
Who, me?
Yeah, you. I don't believe none of that.
Oh no, I think Buffalo's good, bro.
Yes, they is.
Yeah, I do. I think everybody been talking about the Ravens. I don't think the Ravens, dog. I think the Ravens might exit their first game, bro. I don't think the Ravens.
You still don't mess with Lamar. That's all it is.
I got the Ravens not making it too. So
I got the Ravens. I'm going with the Ravens, man.
And San Francisco's too vulnerable.
Oh, here we go. All right. So Buffalo and Detroit. That's your choose. That's your choice. And who's winning? Buffalo, right? Oh, no. Nah. You gonna say Detroit?
I think Buffalo going to
win.
Terrible. Hey, okay.
We shall see.
We got it on record. All right. Yep. Now we can get into these terrible, terrible picks. I got it pulled up.
Are y'all ready?
Fortunately, I am.
Sure. Guess what? We picking all games. We picking all
games, all six. Dogs. We picking them all.
All six.
All right.
And it's a Monday night game too, so we're gonna be super blown next Monday.
Why they doing Monday night games in playoffs now?
I mean TV ratings.
Sell more money. What do you mean? Why,
yeah, I know.
Why do they do anything?
No, I know why, but at first it used to be keep it like even. You know what I'm saying? But
even right, but it ain't. Man, it ain't that no more.
They realize they make more money on Monday night too.
Yeah, so that's why they do. They got Friday games now, Saturday games, Thursday. Like they
talking the weekend down next weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna watch all football next weekend, man.
I am.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, yo, hey Vance, we should watch a. All right, whose house? Let's go. We're picking right now. Playoffs. One of us. If you watching, I'm watching it. Whose house we going over? We're gonna watch at least a few games together. Pick a day, whether it be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. Well, Monday we can because we gotta record. Next Monday we got the ladies joining us for the show. So
right.
Ooh, that's gonna be great because they all watch football too. We gotta make them pick. Oh, that's great. All right, next, go ahead. I'm ready.
Browns Texans.
So we ain't even gonna know if we won because it's a Monday night game.
I mean, we're gonna know if we won. I mean,
we got.
Well, you know what I mean. Like it's still gonna be a game out there.
Don't worry, we won't win.
First off, if we go into Monday night, we cash it out.
I'm cashing out on Sunday. 100%.
I thought you ain't cash out, Ron.
100%. Don't worry about
Ron,
it.
I thought you ain't take the cash out.
I'm taking it down. I'm down, dog. I will take it.
Yeah, we cash it out.
Yeah, I'm cashing out, dog. Bro. So anyway, we're gonna start Brown, Texas, which I think is the worst game here.
I know. I actually think that's gonna be a pretty mean game. The Browns.
Who you picking there?
Browns. Hey, did oh now hold up. What's your name? Flacco cool, right? Flacco ain't hurt or nothing, is he?
He ain't hurt.
All right, I know I was watching the game. I guess they set him down. I was watching some of the game and he wasn't in there.
Yeah, they sat him down.
Okay. Yeah, I go with the Browns then.
All right. Browns, done.
Who did you have, Ron?
I was going Browns.
I
was going Browns, 100%. Go ahead. Now this is a good game. Hopefully next. I think you about to say what's the next one. I know what I got on my screen.
Man, hold on. I was looking up Flacco status. The next game is the Dolphins and the Chiefs.
Yeah. All right. Who picking this one? I know my pick.
This gonna be a good game. And I want to go. I'm going with the Chiefs.
Saturday night.
Yo, that's the game we need to sit and watch all together.
It's going to be
down if y'all down. Whoever house, pick one. Pick a house. Yeah. I'll leave because y'all. What we can do here.
I think I don't know if I got a date Saturday night. I might have something Saturday. I don't know what time it is, but I'll let you know.
Saturday night, 8:16 is that game. But go ahead.
Yeah.
We'll move on.
Dolphins. I picked. Yo.
You pick who?
The Dolphins, man.
All right, I'm going Dolphins because they're my Super Bowl pick. So
cool.
Yeah, I think Dolphins.
Don't even matter what you, Matty Ice. You picking?
I was going with the Chiefs though. I was taking the Chiefs just because I don't see Mahomes and you know what I mean. I don't see them going home week 1. I trust them in the playoffs before I trust the Dolphins. That's gonna be a tough game though.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead.
Tyreek Hill.
That's
gonna be a good game.
Tyreek Hill gonna be ready, son.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's gonna be ready.
The Steelers and the Bills.
Oh, Bills.
Yeah, I'm going Bills.
Yeah. And then our famous one, Packers and the Cowboys.
I'm not gonna say it. You said the Packers? You ain't say that shit out loud. Get the hell out of here. I ain't even talking to you no more. If y'all make me pick the Packers, I swear to God, I will cancel this joint. You gonna make me say it. You pick the Packers because you want me to say it out loud. I already know what you want. You find that funny. All right. I'm picking the team other than the Packers.
Really picking the Packers,
I'm picking the team other than the Packers, dog. Y'all make me press the Packers. It's gonna guess what? You know what? I'm gonna scream and yell all next week. Don't worry about it.
You really picking the Packers? He ain't picking the Packers.
He said the Packers. He said it out loud. It's recorded.
I'm telling you now, I'm picking the Packers.
Now I want you to pick the Cowboys because I
already picked them. But I got no choice. Huh? No. You picking the Packers?
That's why I want him to pick the Cowboys.
Because you want the Packers?
I ain't sold on the Cowboys, to be honest, man. God, I can't do it. I think they're gonna fumble the ball, man.
All my life I had to fight. Where? All y'all had to do was make this simple. All y'all had to do was
what if we pick the Cowboys and they lose?
Go ahead and pick them. I pick Cowboys.
No, fuck y'all. No. I already put the Packers. Go ahead. Let's go. I'm just gonna lose my money. What's next, man? I don't even want to play no more. Go ahead.
The Rams in Detroit.
Rams in Detroit. Go ahead. Just tell me.
Hey, that Packers pick gonna make that payout look good though, man.
Oh, it definitely will, but they ain't gonna win, so it don't matter. So I ain't gonna make some Monday night to cash out now. Go ahead. So terrible. And then y'all making me look at the Cowboys with like hope. Like, yo, why? Why do this to me? Anyway, go ahead. I'm listening. What's next?
The Detroit Rams at Detroit. Detroit gonna win that.
Rams in Detroit. Yeah, I'm gonna go Detroit.
Okay, go ahead.
And the Eagles at the Bucks. The Bucks.
What?
Man, Bucks gonna win. Jalen hurt. Eagles defense is terrible.
You said Jalen hurt?
Yeah.
He was like not playing hurt?
Oh no, he playing, but he hurt.
Didn't they take him? Did he even play last week?
He did.
Didn't they take him out?
Yeah, he hurt his finger.
His finger. Okay. Even with a broke finger, you know what? I ain't gonna argue with y'all. Go ahead.
I don't know. Now we saying that. That's why I don't know. I'm going. The Eagles been.
I mean, y'all can pick the Eagles. I just
sliding a little bit, you know what I mean.
I just think the Bucks are better. I think the Bucks are playing better right now. That's all. And the playoffs about momentum, yo. That's why
the Bucks win their division. So where it's at? Is it in Tampa?
It's in Tampa.
Yeah.
I'm letting y'all know. I'm not talking to y'all no more.
10-7. They win it like they was firing people up.
You know what? I'm going to cancel next week's show. I can't do this.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
I can't.
I want to go Eagles.
Hey, Matty Ice, Jordan Love, baby, Jordan Love. The last time we bet on Jordan Love, he sold it though. I ain't gonna fake.
Tampa might get it though if it's in Tampa.
I think Tampa gonna get that.
That's a tough one right there. That's a coin flip for me.
Well, I already said the Eagles, so your coin flip choosing. Like you got to pick one. Like I don't even know what to do anymore. It don't matter because we ain't gonna make it to Monday night at this point. So I don't care what you pick because we ain't even making it there. I'm gonna lose my money on on Sunday at 4:31. That's the game we gonna watch together. That's the game now I want to watch together. Sunday at 4:31. Nobody got dates. Nobody got excuses. Whose house we watching this game at? Because I'm going to let you know. I'm going to live stream me frying y'all. You know what I'm saying?
My man Matt said I want you to pick the Cowboys.
He did say that, didn't he? Oh, y'all made me mess up. Hold on. All right,
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna keep it there. I'm gonna go with Tampa Bay though, man. I'm gonna go with Tampa.
Now, Rodney, I swear to goodness,
yo,
if you walk in, it's Eagles.
Hold on, time out. If we win this, if I tell you the number we want to make off this, if we win this, I swear to God, I will make a personal apology to both of y'all. Because imagine I'm putting $20 down. How much do you think $20 will win on these 6 games?
About $2,000.
With those 2 games, yeah.
What's your number? You say $2,000?
Yeah, between 2 and 3.
Nah, it ain't that high.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 1,600, 1,200.
Go ahead, pick a number. Someone of y'all pick a number. It's under $2,000.
Yeah, I say like 1,600, 1,200.
You say 6?
12.
Which one? 12 or 6?
1,200.
All right, man.
Nah, I say you probably with that Packers bet, Packers and Bucks bet, you probably around 1,600.
All right, we right in the middle of that. $1,438.78.
Yeah, that's why I say something between 12 and 16.
Yeah. And honestly, cash out gonna be like 8 on Sunday night, and we gonna take the 8.
They offer me anything. First of all, we're not making the pass. No, I want to watch the Green Bay game with y'all. I'm telling y'all now, so we figure it out. Whose house we watching it at?
We might be out by there. Who knows? The Chiefs mess around, beat the daggone the Texas. The way CJ Stroud playing.
These games, it's hard to tell.
Quickly not answering my question because if we make it there, I want to be there for that game to watch it with y'all because I'm going to fry y'all.
House or Sunday.
You say what now?
I'll be at your house.
My house? All right. Matty Ice? My
house?
How
about that? Yeah.
All right, cool. My house on Sunday, yeah. I'm going to let everybody know because I'm not messing. You know, this is how I feel right now.
I pity myself that I got to be with these fools.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel right now. I pity myself that I gotta be with these.
And no, we probably message though. But
even when you thought you had good picks, we still ain't win. So maybe this is this is a good sign.
Nah, dog, it ain't. Nah.
The joint is pissing them off is the Jordan Love. If Jordan Love win this game, bruh, my goodness, you should come over to Jersey next week with Jordan Love name on the back of that joint.
Jordan Love wins the game. I'll buy a Jordan Love jersey. 100%. I said it on the show.
It just got real interesting.
Yeah. But y'all gonna come to my house and watch the game. And if Jordan Love wins, I will buy a Jordan Love jersey directly after the game. Okay? Everybody good? Everybody understands the bet. Everybody understands what's going on, right?
Yep.
Hey. So for me personally, fellas, I needed this conversation this week. Thank y'all for joining me. Hey, man, I love y'all. Y'all my brothers. It's all good, even though y'all make terrible, terrible picks and just lose my money left and right. But it's okay. I hit last week on the bet. I had to tell y'all about that later, so I'm good right now. So, but, I just want to tell everybody, thank y'all for joining me again this week. Hey, yo, I do want to shout out Teo, Matty Ice's son, has hooked up the new intro for next season. And I mean, that joint is fire. I'm excited about it. There's more things to come. We're going to keep on growing. Matty Ice, I got to stop saying that, you're just joining us. I don't know if you're going to be here. You're now here now. You're done. So Mondays, you're here. This is the show. This is your show, too. We're a family, coach. You can't leave. You my best friend because, I come over your house and act a goddamn fool. So, I appreciate you, brothers. I'm telling you, y'all have helped me. I hope this show helped other people. I've had conversations about this show from other people. Random people call me, matter of fact, in the last 2 weeks that were enemies and said they listened to the show, and I couldn't believe it. So, but, I just want to let y'all know what we're doing here is a good thing. Brothers, I appreciate y'all. We gave $700 to the Boys of Hope. I can't wait to find out what goes on with that and report it to y'all. But, I probably won't do it on the show. That's between us. I don't do this for any fame or anything like that. I do it for my own mental health. And I hope that this helps y'all too, man. But thank y'all. God bless. Good night.